Aquarius, how are you feeling? You've got 0 degrees Pluto at the moment. There's lots of changes. There's a revolution going on in your life. And how the hell did you get on in that last full moon in Capricorn? There was changes, there was shift, there might have been a power struggle, but you were like ready for this new era you're entering into. I would enter this new era and any changes you want to make enthusiastically. I would open your heart to change, and that way you can make the most of it rather than being dragged kicking and screaming via Pluto. You know, change is inevitable. Change is on the cards, and the more you embrace it, the more that you realise that you are the caterpillar about to become the butterfly, and you're just pushing through that cocoon now, the easier it will be. Now let's get stuck in. The new moon in Leo is an opportunity to rebalance and bring harmony into your life, particularly in one-to-one relationships or business partnerships. And definitely, if you want to manifest love or you want to manifest easier one-to-one relationships, this is the new moon to do it. But you know what I say, to really bring in the new, you have to release something from the past. What do you want to surrender? Is there anything that you can do, any changes you can make, anything you can let go of to make the way clear for this fabulousness around your intimate relationships? On top of that, we got Venus going into your primal zone. It all gets very intense. You might find yourself having these sudden, overwhelming, potentially even obsessive attractions, which might not normally be like you. There may be an attraction to somebody who's very, very powerful. I mean, the chances are it's an erotic attraction, a sensual attraction, but it could be just an attraction to what someone's achieved and who they are, and they're an inspiration to you. But you get very, very focused on that. Now, beware a little bit because Mercury is going retrograde on the 5th. So there's a lot of things that are under the surface, and you have to use your instincts to navigate what people mean. If there's someone in your life you feel has been a bit shady or not being honest with you, you're likely to find something out about the past this month which clarifies it for you. And ironically, it brings you into your power. Things get super creative, exciting, thrilling, optimistic and joyful on the 14th when Mars, Jupiter and the moon all conjunct in Gemini, and your zone of pleasure, creativity and happiness. So happiness is definitely a big theme from mid-month, and you're like, I've got the power to change my life now, to bring in more happiness. I know where I want to go. I know how I have to expand and what I have to explore to bring me that joy, and it's on its way, baby. So there is great pleasure. If you're a typical Aquarius, you're a visionary, and on top of that you're a creative. You may have some absolute genius ideas, and if you've got something creative on the go, or you've got some project on the go that's a little bit visionary, wow, that could really take off mid-month. So enjoy it, because the lesson actually on the 14th with Mars conjunct Jupiter is the more you get pleasure out of what you do, the more passion you put into it, the more success is coming your way. Yeah, baby. Also, there may be a little bit of confusion around relationships from the 15th as retrograde Mercury goes into your relationship zone temporarily. But from the 28th, that's all cleared up. So don't get into petty arguments, squabbles or misunderstandings from the 15th to the 28th. What else is occurring? Ooh, of course, there's a full moon in your sign. Yeah, baby. That's on the 19th. When there's a full moon in the month in our sign, I always say, okay, that is a peak experience. That is when the energy is high. That's when we can, have this great big build up until we get to that energy. So think about, what do you want the peak experience to be? What can you head towards? There's going to be synchronicities. There's going to be strange dreams and answers, and your soul is calling you in a particular direction. So this energy is there for you to use to your advantage. We also have, on the same day that Venus is square Jupiter, you're determined to hash something out when it comes to your intimate relationships, but you're excited and you're very passionate about everything this month, and you're ready to go when it comes to exploring and doing things. Now, it may be that somebody's asking you to commit to something, and because you're feeling so free-spirited and you're not seeing quite the full picture yet, you're sort of maybe hedging your bets or hanging back a bit from making that final commitment. Fair enough. Why should you make? In fact, I would recommend don't make a commitment till after the 28th. The sun is entering Virgo, and again, there's lots of, you're feeling deep. There's lots of very intense conversations. You're a psychic detective. You can sense what's going on with other people, and you've got the power. More exploring and much fun to be had from the 29th when Venus enters Libra, and you're like, let's go and do something wild. And the wilder you are, the more rewards you get from the end of the month. Take care, you fabulous creature, and I'll speak to you soon. So here is the deck. I love the box. Got some of the tarot heroes on the front that are in my deck, which I'll tell you about later. It is flip top. How fabulous is that? I love that. And then you have the little booklet here. Little nuggets of information about each card. Here they are. Notice the gold. The Fool. The Magician. The High Priestess, which is so important because it is Pamela Coleman Smith. She was the illustrator of the original Rider-Waite. And I have 3 Lovers cards. The Chariot, Strength, the Hermit, various heroes here. This is Anna May Wong. So I've got this leaflet that comes with the pack. It gives you one line of straight to the point wisdom about it. But this is the book. And I'm so pleased with it because what I aim to do with this deck is to inspire your own psychic ability, but also to empower you and uplift you every day with the message of the card. Let's take a look inside. In it, we've got the meanings and readings. All my knowledge is in this book, all my love and all my heart. I talk to you about my journey, and I talk to you, most importantly, about how to dive in and learn the tarot really quickly, because that's the way I roll. Very easy guide. I talk to you about reversals and how to empower yourself and feel the love of the tarot. And then there's a little space where you can do your readings. And at the back, really importantly, I talk to you about all the card characters, the amazing things they did in the world to inspire us. Just to give you a taster, let's pull a card to see what we've got. Well, that is a great card. The 9 of Cups, the Wish card. The most basic interpretation of the 9 of Cups is that you're being given a massive cosmic yes. This book is my life's work. I've been doing tarot basically from when I was born. It's been a lifelong passion, and you're always learning when it comes to tarot, and I've tried to put everything I know and all the magic and how you can learn quickly. You can get them from Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and potentially order them from your local bookshop and support your local bookshop. These carry my heart and my soul, and I thank you for being on this journey. You inspired me to do it because I wanted to have an inclusive deck. So I thank you for being my inspiration.